So there's an expedition event going on right now, and the biggest question is, what should I buy from the store? Well, in today's video, I'm going to answer that question, plus give you a simple guide for how you should approach any event shop going forward. Let's get into it. What you see here is the Expedition Event Shop. To be more accurate, it's just the normal Expedition Metal Shop with just extra stuff added for this event. I know, that was kind of wordy. Now let's go through these particular items and which ones I recommend buying. Okay, so first of all, the scout tickets. That should be obvious. You should definitely buy those first. The Borai, I would say absolutely not, because it's not a good nightmare frame. Definitely one of the worst in the game. If you already have a strong team with Lancelots or Sarlans, there's no point in getting this thing. It's a desperation nightmare frame at best. I will be doing a tier list sometime this week, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. So don't waste your resources on the Borai. Moving on, the next thing I think you should focus on are these 4-star lockets, because the lockets are the only other way to limit break a rank 4 pilot, and since rank 4 pilots are hard to acquire, any of these resources are most welcome, so definitely go for the lockets. Next, I would say go for the generic core luminous, because those are very hard to acquire. You have to convert a duplicate nightmare frame into one of them, and if you don't have many nightmare frames in general, it's going to be very hard to do that. So if the game is giving it to you for free, I would definitely go for that. After buying all those, moving on here, the rest of this stuff is entirely up to you and what you need. I will say though, if you want things to avoid, I don't think you should buy any of these special upgrade items. The reason why it's in the shop at all is because the new C2 is a special pilot, so they figured you might want resources to upgrade her, but you can get those in the quest stages, so there's no need to buy it here. Another thing you might want to consider getting are these XP items. I know also a lot of people in the guild are having problems defeating certain missions, and I think the main reason why is simply because the team is just not strong enough, and the best way to get your team strong enough is to at least get everyone to level 60 or beyond, depending on how many limit breaks you have done so far. So the XP items are definitely not a bad purchase, although you can get them from the trading room and of course from the quest stages. But at this point you've already gotten all the rare stuff, so I think it's fine to go after that. Beyond that, the rest of the items here are normally in the shop all year round, so you don't have to prioritize your guild medals to buy them. Now, granted, if you are limited in certain resources, obviously go get them. Generally speaking, no matter what the event, you want to prioritize the rare and limited items. In other events, you'll have limited characters and nightmare frames. You definitely want to prioritize those, and if it's a nightmare frame, there might be upgrade items for it. You definitely want to get those as well. Now, for this particular event, I recommended the summon tickets because those are the hardest items to get. I don't recommend the Borai since you get it for free after completing a certain mission. So that's really the basis behind buying stuff in the event shop. Just buy the things that are hardest to acquire. And after that, look at your team and decide what you should prioritize on next. Maybe more gold coins, maybe level up items, whatever the case may be. What I tend to do now on the Japanese side is to simply buy the latest character and then just keep buying gold. Because in my stage of the game, gold is the most important resource. Even though it's easy to acquire, I never seem to have enough. Other stuff I can get through other means, or I have enough of it already. But obviously that's different for people like yourselves if you just started playing this game. So now that you know that, we also got a brand new C2. If you're curious about my thoughts, check it out right here. I also made a comprehensive beginner guide, which you can watch right here. Go check out those videos right now.